Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I've been away on holiday. I've come back and it's freezing. You can see my breath. So I thought I'd do a quick one before I get stuck into Christmas and eating lots of mince pies, etc. I thought I'd continue with a self-defense video because the last one I made, basic self-defense, it seemed to do really well. People seem to like it, so I'll do another one of them. Today isn't going to be basic self-defense. This is quite advanced. This is for striking against multiple attackers. Worst case scenario, you've got two guys surrounding you. You can't leave the situation because ideally that's the best option, or don't be in that situation. But you're cornered, there's two guys closing the distance, and you have to try and defend yourself so you can get out of there. So that's what this is about. Again, this is worst case scenario. We don't want to be fighting multiple people. We're not action heroes on a movie. This goes very wrong very quickly and people get extremely hurt. So this is if we're caught out. Okay, I would suggest this is for people who can box. They understand striking a little bit, and it's basically switching. Yeah, we're switching stance from orthodox to southpaw, southpaw to orthodox, left-handed to right-handed, right-handed to left. I'm going to do a full video on switch fighting because that's my style. That's how I've always fought, and I like to teach that way. But today we're going to take a little segment out of that and use it for solely self-defense. Okay, so I will try and talk through it. We'll demonstrate on the bag, and we'll go from there. So bear with me. We'll walk through it, but ideally understand your footwork, your backhand, left hook, and they're all in my previous videos, basic boxing techniques. Okay, so check them out. Okay, so technique one was this. We create space. I don't want any trouble. Our chin goes down, our palms are out, and we're in our boxing stance, but it doesn't look intimidating. Yeah, it looks like I'm backing down. Okay, so I don't want any trouble. Please, I don't want any trouble, and I'm in a boxing stance. From here, we push from the back foot. That's loaded, and we allow our front foot to glide. Don't think right and left, think front and back, and it'll help you switch in the future when we do switch fighting. Okay, back foot is triggered, my heel's floating up, pressure is in this, ready to go. I'm going to let my brake off and let this slide. Boom, there's my backhand. So from here, I don't want any trouble, create space, push, slide, boom, and there's my backhand. Okay. That was technique one. For this, however, we're talking about two attackers, okay? The important thing is being aware, okay? So if you're in that situation where there's somebody being very aggressive and they're going to attack you and they're in a group, you need to keep your eyes out. Keep looking around, because I've seen so many times somebody come from the side and hit somebody from the side like they're the worst human beings possible. But you get them, okay? So chin down and be looking around, okay? Keep your eyes about. I don't want any trouble, please, I don't want any trouble. Okay, and that's what we're going to do with this. So, two attackers now. I don't want any trouble, I don't want any trouble. I'm keeping my eye on both, okay? Whichever one gets closer first, okay, is the one I'm going to strike at first, okay? So, this guy gets close, great. Push, slide, just like we did in video one, okay? Push, slide, boom, okay? The advanced technique comes from changing to the attackers, okay? So rather than going, this guy's getting closer, and I now have to change my boxing stance to this guy, or this guy, okay? All I'm going to do is change which leg is going to be my back leg, if that makes sense. So currently this is my back leg, heels floating, this is where the power's coming from, okay, this is my front foot that's going to glide forward. This guy gets too close, this is going to change, this is going to flatten, This is going to raise. That's all I need to do. Now I can push and slide. Boom. Okay? So I'm here. I'm sorry. I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble. This guy's getting too close. Change my feet. Let it slide. Change my feet. Let it slide. Okay? Don't want any trouble, this guy. Trouble. Keep an eye on both if you can. Oh, it's freezing. Training drill or a way of practicing. The best way, really, I would say, would just to be working through the movement. So literally just taking a step back, chin down, palms up, and changing your feet. Your footing, your feet, footing. Changing your feet. Okay, change from that to that. From this to that. And then throwing your backhand off it. Yeah, etc. But we can play on the bags as well. So all I'm going to do now is just work a bag and then switch on it. Okay, again, we're going to do a full video on switching. There's loads of lovely techniques we can use when we start switching stance. But for this, we'll keep it basic-ish. Okay, so just going to work the bag. We'll start from here. Take a step back, chin down, launch. Okay, so change, no to my opponent. Okay, then we'll move along. Okay, we'll move along again. Then we'll go back again. You get the idea? Moving along the bags. This is worst case scenario. We don't want to be fighting the street anywhere. Like I've said in the other video, this is if we have no other choice but to defend ourselves, otherwise we're going to be seriously hurt. Even worse, if there's multiple opponents, we don't want to be there. We don't want like them kind of odds against us. People get extremely badly hurt every week with this kind of thing. But if we're in that situation, the main thing is to keep our eyes looking around. Watch out from the side, okay? Because that's when people start throwing daft shots, which really hurt people. It's the ones you don't see that hurt you the most. So, I'm waffling. Next video, I'll crack back on with bog standards, our striking, K1, boxing, etc. But I'm going to do a video all about switch fighting, okay? Because the guys who come into my class, I try to teach them the basics, and then I will start trying to make them into switch fighters, okay? Basically just being able to use our orthodox and our southpaw in conjunction and just switching between the two, but in control, okay? We've got to be in control of them stances, but that's for a future video. I think that's all I wanted to say. I hope you have a good Christmas, Happy New Year. If you like these videos, please like, please subscribe, it really helps me grow the channel. And I'll see you in 2023. Thanks for watching.